Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So USC's offense will get first crack at it here. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a title.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights and telling UCLA, remember who runs this stuff. This is us, okay? We take care of business. Now UCLA gets to do something about it.
You're right, Dave, and I think UCLA is a team that takes a lot of pride and mental toughness, and they admitted to us that in last year's game, they just weren't able to make the plays they needed to make when it mattered most. They want to turn the script. They want to do a better job dialing in this.
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fowler. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lane. On the move, it's a 30. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Hauls it in. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Iyamaleava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Bruins Redskins have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thomas. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 13 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carter. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Slings it. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Coming out with it, it's Cox. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Snagged in the middle, it's Flores. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a little space. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a 1st down.
They'll pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking for room, it's Jordan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
The Bruins are on the move. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got him. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up the 1st down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Got a man. It's Cox.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Catch in the middle, it's Flores. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cox. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Bruins! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mayaba. Finds the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.